Oh, okay.
Hello everybody, welcome to Taskmaster featuring a guy.
Hello.
This is a game where you try to get tasks done. I don't really know what it's gonna be like, but it should be fun.
I'm gonna explain how this thing's gonna work. I'm gonna give you four tasks. Uh, all of the tasks have to be done in UFO 50, but you can use codes or existing save files to help you accomplish the tasks. Um, you aware of how Taskmaster scoring works?
It's based off how creative your idea is and how fast you are, right?
Yeah, well, it depends on the task. Um, but also, yeah, there's the best, either the fastest or the best to do it will get 5 points. That'll be judged by the Taskmaster, not by me. Um, if there's anything up to interpretation, the Taskmaster gets to decide. And also, yeah, it's like best is 5 points, all the way down to worst is 1 point, unless you get disqualified, in which case you get no points. Um, oh, if you're somewhat familiar with Taskmaster, you should understand this bit, but I'm going to send you the tasks in Discord. When you get them, please read out the task. Each of the tasks will end with "your time starts now," and I will start timing, and you may begin doing the task when you say "your time starts now."
Alright.
Um, also, try and narrate your thought process and your plans throughout the task, just so that people can understand what you're doing when I try and edit it together. And yeah, just makes
Okay.
it. I mean, I think you're probably somewhat used to that already, but
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna start recording on my end, and then I will send you the first task if you're ready.
Alright, I'm ready.
Okay. Check that I've got the correct. Uh. Ooh. Hang on. Okay, let me just redo my screen region. Yours seems to be. Oh wait, yeah. Your yours looks like it's bigger than the last one. Somehow.
Interesting. Oh, I know who you were
I
playing
don't know
with. You're
why.
playing with that guy that does, like, 4x window?
I don't know. I don't think so. Alright, I should have the full screen region now. Alright, now. Good thing I checked that. Because it would have really awkward gameplay footage. Right now we should be good to go, and I will send you the first task now, and so just read it out, and then when you're done reading it, you can begin.
Okay. Gold disc a game in UFO 50. The whole time you are playing, you must also narrate how to gold disc another game in UFO 50 in as much detail as possible. You must narrate beating the game At the same time as you beat the game you are playing, there's a bonus point for the most detailed narration. Fastest time wins. Your time starts now. Alright. It has to be gold, it can't be cherry.
Gold, as much as anything else, cherry counts as gold.
Alright, so this is how you gold Waldorf's journey. So you're gonna want to start out, and you want to keep track of your fish bar. That's very important. You can grab more fish to increase your fish bar. You can also buy canned fish from the penguin, which will cost 8 shells, but will let you fill your fish bar up to full. Now, there's big shells and there's small shells. The big shells will give you... Ah, shoot, I don't remember if it's 5 or 10. But the small shells will give you 1. You want to, like, get as many as you can, because you want to exchange it for canned fish. Another good item is the balloon. That'll let you float through the air, which is very important because it will let you get further and get further safer, because you won't have to worry about falling too quickly. You won't have to worry about wind as much. Now, about wind, there is a mechanic that's very important in Waldorf called wind, where you gotta focus, because it can blow you forward, it can blow you back, and it can happen right after you jump, so you have to be careful. But there's a weather vane you can get. Now, if you activate a weather vane while you don't have wind activated, it'll be bad, because it'll start the wind, which will mess you up. But if you do it while there is wind, it will negate the wind, which is really, really helpful. Whew, okay. I didn't take a breath that whole time. Now, in Waldorf, I fell. Whoops. You don't want to fall in Waldorf, because then you'll wake up, and you want to stay asleep so that you can wake up later and then reveal the truth that there are hunters coming to kill your tribe. Now, once you play through the game, eventually you'll get to 50%. That will unlock the gift. That's one of the fastest gifts that you can unlock. So it's very good for bingo. That's not great. I shouldn't have done that so poorly. No! This is a lot harder than I thought it would be. Oh. It's fine. Okay, what else to talk about in Waldorf? There's the wind mechanic, the shells, the different flying shrimp at the top. They're not shrimp, what are they? I don't know what they are. I can't think. The flying shrimp at the top, they are bad, but if you hit them with the beach ball, the harpoon, or the other item that is escaping me right now, it will be good, because they will be damaged, and they will drop a key, and you can use the key at the chest, which will give you more shells, and the more shells you get, the better, because you need 50 to get the cherry if you're going for that, and you can use 8 to get canned fish, which will refill your fish meter. That's my favorite item. If you can't tell, I've mentioned it a few times. Now, eventually you will get to the end, and then there's a little spot with the puffins that's very nice, and there's a chest, and yeah, once you get there, you climb up, you talk to the guy, and you get the gold.
Alright. You took about 3.5 minutes to do that.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to talk while playing than to just play, especially when you're talking about a different game.
Yep. Yeah, you chose a pretty routing-heavy game for that one. You think it worked out for you?
I should have done Night Manor because it's faster, but I thought that would be harder because it's more thinking. But I messed up because I dropped my warrior block in the wrong spot. But I'm pretty sure Night Manor would have been faster.
Yeah. You happy with your performance?
Yeah. So I think I might have taken that a little bit too literally. It said the whole time you're playing you must narrate. I thought I couldn't take a breath for a second. I think that made me play worse. Because I was like talking really fast and I got out of breath.
You are allowed to breathe.
Yeah. You should add that in for the next one so I know.
Actually, I'll leave that up to the Taskmaster to decide whether breathing was allowed or not.
Alright.
No. Right, are you ready for the next task?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's drink a sip of water.
Okay. I'll give you a sec.
Okay, you can post it.
Alright, I'm sending you your next task now.
Commit 7 crimes, fastest wins, your time starts now. So first off, I was thinking onion delivery, crash into a bunch of cars. That would be a pretty good crime, I think. What other games can you commit crimes in? Well, obviously Rail Heist comes to mind. Those cars are gonna be very mad at me. Thievery is pretty bad. Genocide... Would genocide also count? I mean, murder is bad. You could do murder in every game. Skipping the cutscene, that's a crime to the developers, so that puts me up to 4.
And so what's your 4 crimes now?
Full crimes, we got reckless driving in onion delivery, thievery, genocide, skipping developer intent. So now I gotta think of a couple others. There's greed. Oh, gluttony. Hold on. I know what to do for gluttony. That's right, my favorite game. I'm gonna get an obscene amount of points, and then die at 199. Yes. That is the plan. That'll take a while, though. Maybe I'll just get to, like, ×4. That's pretty gluttonous. Yay, Magic Garden.
What would you define as a crime?
A crime. Well, genociding the rail heist cops is probably pretty bad. So I consider that a crime. Oh, I didn't mean to collect that. Whoops. What else? There's Envy. I was thinking of the Isaac Seven Sins right now. War. A Tactics. A Tactics is war. So is Avianos. Let's see. Shoplifting. You could shoplift from the Crone. That would put me at 5. I mean 7. Right? Okay, that's greed. I didn't use all the potions. Okay, tactics. No, not instructions. I'm losing time. Nice. Very fast war there. Let's see. I think I need one more crime, right?
What crimes
Oh,
do you think you have
cheating!
so far?
Cheating. I can cheat in Bushido Ball. Hold on, let me cook. Okay, I cheated in Bushido Ball. So I did vehicular manslaughter and onion delivery. I cheated in Bushido Ball. I robbed and stole in Rail Heist. I did gluttony in Magic Garden. I did war in a tactics. So I need one more crime. Oh, I know. I'll poison a
Did you
quibble.
count stealing as 2 different crimes?
I would count robbing and stealing as 2 different crimes, yes.
Why?
And now I've committed a a gambling foul by cheating. Let's go Super Q. Okay, that's 7.
Alright, I stopped your timer.
Wait, did I say robbing and stealing? I meant robbing and genocide.
That makes a bit more sense.
Yeah. I mean, genocide and war are kind of similar. Yeah, whatever. I'll count it. I think that was pretty good.
Alright.
Alright, give me another one, boss.
Okay, here is your third task in just a second.
There's a crime not saying excuse me after burping. Can add that as a bonus.
I think we might have different definitions of crime, but...
Skill issue?
Here you go. Here is your next task.
Pull off the most tense robbery. Tensest robbery wins. You have 15 minutes. Your time starts now. I feel like everyone's gonna do this game. You know what? I'm gonna be different. I'm going to a different game. Hold on, let me get my spells.txt out here. We're gonna cook. I'm gonna see how low on health I can get before fighting the crone. I should not have used a spell. I totally forgot I need my things. Alright, let's see if I can actually get this first try. I can never do this in bingos. I got it! Let's go! That's huge. Probably doesn't matter, but I do have a 15-minute time limit, and I'm not super sure where the crone is. So hopefully I'll be able to actually find her. Okay, not bad. Okay, now I take some damage. I took a little bit more damage than I would have liked.
Well, that's looking pretty tense there.
I died. Well, that was pretty tense. I guess I'll keep going. I have 15 minutes. How much more time do I have?
You've used like 2.5 minutes of your time.
Okay, so I'm pretty good. I wonder if this encounter is seeded, because that was the same 2 rats. Oh, I could make it tenser. I could use up my my shield. Oh, am I gonna finish it? Oh, am I gonna hit her? What? I don't know, it could be tenser. It could be tenser. I got more time.
You do have more time.
I wasn't low health enough. I have to get hit by the full fireball volley. I think that takes me to the lowest health without dying. I bet people are gonna find really funny ways to die in Rail Heist. If I was
That's
gonna do
most
Rail
ways to
Heist...
die in Rail Heist.
Huh?
That's most ways to die in Rail Heist.
Yeah. I died too fast again. Well, I don't have to use the most recent battle, right? I could use the battle from before.
You could, yes.
Okay. So I still have that in the bag.
You also still have 10 minutes.
Yeah. I gotta refine this and see how tense I can make it. I think what I want to do is not damage her at all until I'm at 0 health. Maybe I take damage to this rat. I should be able to take one more hit here, right? There we go. This is pretty tense. I need to stop shielding. Oh my gosh. Actually, could I just unequip my shield? That might make this easier. Because then I wouldn't be tempted to use it. Ah, I can't unequip. That kind of sucks. Alright, let's take damage here again. Oh, I accidentally killed the rat. See how much damage the orc does. Pretty decent damage. 2 more hits of that and I'll be pretty low. Nice. Okay, this should be pretty tense now. Ah, it doesn't let you roll. I think that's what's been killing me. It locks you out of rolling if you're already shielding. Also, the shield just kind of sucks against that attack. How much time?
You still have 7 minutes left.
Dang, you gave me too much time.
You think going to Valbrace is going to pay off here?
I guess we'll see. But yeah, I feel like if the judge sees 10 million Rail Heist runs, they're gonna all blend together. But the one Valbrace run is gonna be like, whoa. I forgot to take damage, I'm a fool. Guess I'll have to suffer. Alright, go ahead, hit me. Nice. You know what, let's use up my shield first. Alright, one more hit should break. There we go. I'm pretty low, but I could take one more hit, probably. That was pretty tense.
You almost got hit there.
Oh, I did get
You
hit
did
there.
get hit there.
How do you even dodge that? I guess normally you just use your buckler, right? Well, that one was pretty tense, you know? It says it has to be tense, it doesn't say you have to win. So I could submit that one. For now, lock that one in.
Okay.
Okay, that's about as low as I can make my health. Okay, get out some good early damage. Bro! Okay, how much time left?
4.5 minutes.
It's probably enough time for like 2 more attempts. It's slightly faster to use these two, I think, because they stack up like that. Nice. Uh-oh, this is pretty tense. She's all the way up there. That was pretty close. She almost got me. Uh-oh. Whoa! Oh, no! For the billionth time. No. Well, at least now I have where the crone is pretty down for bingos. What's the time?
2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Okay. I'm gonna give my all into this next performance. Here I am, walking into the crone. Oh no! Which will I take? How about the lion shield? Thief! You think me blind to your treachery? I enter with no health. This is pretty tense. And now she's flying up there, I can't hit her. I missed. My shield is at its limit for this encounter. That's pretty tense. Come on. Ah. I got dunked on. Alright, I think I'm done with that goal.
Okay. So which attempt do you want to use for that one?
I don't even remember. Which one did I say I'd use?
You said you'd use one where you died, I believe. Can't remember much else about it.
I will let you decide.
Oh, wow, very generous of you.
Yes. Alright, is there another task?
There is another task.
Nice. Imagine if everyone goes battle race.
It would make your plan a little less exciting, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm sending you the next task now.
Create the best artwork in the block wall level editor. Your artwork must feature the player, at least one goal, and at least one star block. Best artwork wins. You have 10 minutes. Your time starts now. Okay, what should I cook up? It's gotta be an Among Us. Because that's just what's on my mind. So let's do this for the eyeball. And then... maybe the bushes? No, the bushes aren't red. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-da-da. Okay, player goes there. I could have it incubating a fountain. As sort of a baby Among Us fountain. I could have arrows pointing at the Among Us.
You could. What are the goal and the star block meant to be in this picture?
What do they represent? You're right, I could probably do more with them. It has to be solvable? It doesn't have to be solvable. I could do the jukebox hero's stars in his eyes type of thing. And then give him some golden nads. And then what would the player represent? Doesn't have to be solvable. What would the player be to an Among Us? I know! He's using his Among Us laser to kill the player. So let's put him completely trapped with a wall of 5s. Meanwhile, the Among Us laser is getting shot out of his eyes while he's stuck in a prison. Now, to make sure that he can't escape this prison, let's add some locked doors. And... hold on. Let's make these blue. Yeah, that looks right. Now, when I test this, the player shouldn't be able to escape. Yeah, okay. And test. No. Wait, how do I get out? How do I get out? Oh wow, that is really cool actually. The restart level animation just kind of makes it look like a spooky ghost. Okay, it did actually save progress, it just lied to me. Thank you, Block Koala. You know, as much as I like the purple hair, I don't know if I want to keep it. I like the idea of numbers, but what do the numbers signify here? So the 5 is the backpack. Maybe the backpack should be blue. That makes more sense. I could do a alternating pattern like this. That looks a little bit more pleasing to me. I don't remember much else from Among Us. I could try to spell out imposter in block letters, but I don't have enough space for that. I know! What if inside... there's a frog controlling the Among Us?
The frog controlling each of its eyes.
Yes. Now this looks right.
Each of its eyes is 8 frogs.
Yeah. Each of the eyes is 8 frogs. So really, it's kind of an art piece, because you're thinking it's an Among Us. But really, it's an Among Us that's being controlled by these frog parasites into destroying Block Koala Kid.
Right.
And it leaves you asking questions, right? It's thinking, why are these frogs revolting against Block Koala Kid when they work together in the base game, right? And why is the Among Us letting this happen? Or is this some sort of parasitic, overkill sort of thing? I don't think I have anything to improve here. I'm gonna end there. I'll cede the rest of my time. I think this is the best thing I'll ever make in Block Koala.
Okay. Before you go, I'm going to send you one more task.
Yeah. Is this the final task?
It is.
Ooh, exciting. Alright, I'm gonna give this one my all. Beat your Block Koala level. Fastest time wins, start now. Okay, good thing I didn't delete the profile like I was thinking. Okay, let's see. I don't know if that's gonna work. I might have to make a few minor adjustments before I can beat that.
Alright then.
Let me just, put this right here. And then I'll just put this right here. And now I think it should be pretty good. I think that that should be a lot more achievable for a human. Let's see. Okay, that was pretty fast.
Yeah,
What was my time there?
I may have forgotten to start the timer exactly, but I think it was probably under a minute.
Nice. Yeah, I definitely was not thinking about the puzzle having to be completable.
No, you tried your best to make it impossible, actually.
Yes.
What do you think the star and the star block represent in that edited version of your artwork?
I'd say it's saying no matter how dire the situation looks, and how much those Amogus frogs are staring at you, there's always a way if you just use your noggin.
Right. Very touching.
Thank you. And look at that smile.
Well,
wait, what?
Sorry, you can go.
Oh, I just said it. Look at that smile. Very content koala kid.
This is true. Alright, well you've done all of the tasks now. So that's it. How do you think you did?
I think I did alright. I probably could have done the crimes a little faster. I could have done better on the crone fight to make it a little bit more tense if we were both low health. I think the furthest I got was like I got her to 30 or 40% health at one point. Yeah, but other than that, I think I did pretty well. I really like how my artwork came out, even though I had to butcher it a little bit for that final task. It's alright, I'll forgive you.
Okay, good.
You know, sometimes you gotta make concessions in the name of art. Like Christopher Nolan. When he made movies after Inception, instead of continuing to make Inception 2 and 3.
Yeah. I think that was how it worked.
Yeah. If it was up to me, I'd put him in the Inception mines and just keep cranking those out because I love that movie. I should watch Tenet, though. Apparently it's pretty good. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
So when are we gonna do the whole judging thing?
Look, I'm gonna try and edit everyone's tasks together. They should all be recorded by like the end of the week, but I have no idea how long editing is gonna take and how much effort I'm gonna put into that.
Oh yeah, that's fair. It's still pretty exciting. You're gonna get to see lots of beautiful black koala art.
And some tense robberies as well. But yeah, I'd like to try and edit it together at least in a rudimentary way, just to, you know,
fit the show, yeah.
To the good bit. But yeah,
I wonder
no
what.
How long that'll take.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I have no idea how long that'll take.
I think for background music that sounds like Taskmaster, probably. Oh, what would be good? I mean, Black Koala is pretty goated. Warp Tank is really good. Magic Garden, Night Manor. You could make the Night Manor Night Manor piano theme as like a transition could be kind of neat.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do much more than just like editing down the tasks into like a few different videos for all the contestants. As in like show two similar contestants together or whatever. Um but yeah, we'll see.
All right, I think that's all for today. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, thanks for participating, doing some tasks.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that's good. Glad you enjoyed it. But anyway,
Yeah, I'll talk to you later.
guess that's everything. So see ya.
See ya. If you enjoyed this Taskmaster featuring a guy, uh, I don't know when the judgment will be taking place, but I'll be sure to link to it when that happens. But thanks for watching, and I'll be sure to see you on the next one. Peace out. Thanks for watching.